Hey there, everybody. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope that all of you are doing really well. I wanted to introduce you to three new journals that I got done this week. I do have three more to just kind of finish up. So do stay tuned to your sneak peek Patreon um, channels. If you are not on the sneak peek list where you get first dibs at whatever I'm selling, you can sign up. Just send me an email, tammy.brackett@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to put you on the list. I appreciate so many of you signing up for the sneak peek. That is awesome. All right, let's start here. Since this one is in the middle, I'm going to call this baby Starry Night. And I love, love, love. I like stars, and I know my friend Leanne's going because we both like stars. I like this because the stars have like a reflection under them, and they also have like these little blue stars. It's just a really fun piece of fabric, and kind of keeping with that starry theme, I chose some very sparkly beads here, and something that to me looked celestial. This almost these, I think they're glass beads, y'all. They look like a planet, and to me this looks very celestial as well. Let's jump inside. Let's get our girth first. Let's see, she is about 5¼ inches. You guys know that you can use these journals in different ways. You can use them just like as a book like this, but I've gotten emails lately that say, hey, we really like your idea of a vertical file sitting on our desk as we're creating, and we can just flip right through here and choose that. Sometimes you just need that like ending piece, right? You just need that splash at the very end of a project, and this is a perfect way to like choose a focal image or anything like that. Of course, there are tons of background images in here as well. So let's go through Starry Nights. Let's see where we start off first. This says new for summer. I got a new philatelic, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, catalog, and I did make use of that. This says wonderful, and you've got a selection of papers. These map pieces are from 1935 National Geographic. So thank you, Miss C, for sending those to me. We've got all kinds of papers for you to choose from. Of course, when you guys see this paper clip, you know that that is a creative cluster, right? Those are images that could go together, work together, but you're not like locked into those images going together. You can take all of these clusters out and rearrange them. That might be like a really fun starting project. Life is just better when I am with my dog. I sure do miss my girl, but it's like I'm very, very, very happy that we got Susie Man when we did, because Mia was still on the planet. It was heartbreaking to lose her. I'm very grateful for my big boy. This one says happy fall, and you've got a nice napkin under here to do some decoupage. Napkins really do make such a wonderful, wonderful background. This is, I don't remember what this is. Wait a minute, I've got my glasses on. Cheers for two. Supply this on. Oh, I know. It's a recipe. Hold on. Oh, Bountiful Harvest. These are, oh gosh, like mid-80s flower arranging. And they're really super cool. The prompt here is fun. This one says philatelic. See, I think I pronounced that correctly. I thought I did. There's a pocket full of all kinds of things to play with here, and your prompt is hello. And we've got another new for summer. I gotta show y'all that. This is the Eiffel Tower, a napkin. It's so super cool. And we just had the Paris Olympics. I'm not an Olympics girl. Are you guys Olympics people? I don't care for it. Not because I don't respect it, because I do, but I don't know. It just doesn't attract me like it seems to, the rest of the world. But that's neither here nor there. This one says cheers. I love this napkin. It is just sweet. It reminds me of the 30s, or the roaring 20s, something like that. I decided to make use of the pocket letters. I'm not making anymore right now. You guys know how that kind of comes and goes. But I thought, hey, I could cut up the pockets and like make little pocket inserts for the journals. That would be fun. So I did that. It turned out really well. This one says inspired. If you are a member of my Patreon group, you did see how like ideas like this come together. I hope that it was instructive for my Patreon friends. It will not be on YouTube because I'm stepping away from YouTube and stepping away from Etsy and just trying to make this, to me, when I share with you guys, when I work on something and I work on it a lot and I want it to be beautiful and I want it to be perfect, I really do like the personal nature that we've developed with our sneak peek and that we've developed with our Patreon group. It just, I don't know, guys, it just seems more intimate, and it's really fun to, I've been able to get to know you guys better. Like, I know what you do, and I know what, you have some challenges in life, and I know what those are now, and it's just very, very interesting. It's definitely a more personal approach than Etsy ever was. However, I'm really glad that we were able to make so many friends on Etsy and to maintain those friendships for, I think I started on Etsy. You guys know kind of this is a sparse pocket because I get to here and I literally cannot close the book. And I do like a little sparse pocket in the back just to get the darn thing closed. I think I was on YouTube for 10 years maybe. It's been a long, long time. This is a quilted journal. I think because quilts are very hodgepodge, that's how I approached the bead strand here. I do put thought in my bead strands. I added a white snowflake and a blue snowflake because we think about quilting and we think about how much love and warmth is within a quilt. My friend Bonnie does quilts. I grew up with a lady named Miss Love, and Miss Love did quilt. She passed away very soon after Mama passed away this spring. All right, we should measure her because she's got waist on her, y'all. Oh gosh, like 5 3/4. You guys know when I mail these to you, what I do is wrap them in fabric and kind of squash them down so I can get them in that priority mail padded envelope. They're very snug in there, and that makes me super happy. Judy cut us out so many coffee cups, and I know Sandy helped her do that as well. I was really tickled to get a little package from Miss Crawford, who is still recuperating. Let's send some good wishes to her. But it had guitar cord tabs in it. I'll tell you guys a funny story. When I was a little girl, I wanted to play guitar really, really bad. And when I was 10, my dad and Mom put me in the back of our station wagon and covered me up with a blanket. And they said, oh, it's your birthday. We're going to get you something special. And we went to a music store, and my mom and dad bought a guitar for me. I was over the moon happy. I watched Fred Kirby and Tommy Fail on Charlotte TV so I could learn to play guitar. Because they bought the guitar, but there wasn't like funding left to do lessons or anything like that, which was super cool. I figured it out all by myself. I used to sit in the floor of the music department in Kmart and copy tab out of music books into a little composition book. And they would let me do it. These days you probably couldn't do something like that. But that was like, mid 70s. And it was like before that. It's 1968, 69, 70. And that is really how I learned to play. When I was 16 and I could drive and I had a job, I did pay for guitar lessons with my friend Tim, who we are still friends to this day. Crazy, crazy, isn't it? I loved playing guitar, and I don't play anymore. Chris did buy me, this is Robbie the Robot from one of my favorite movies, The Lost Planet, and he was also in Lost in Space. Very super cool. Chris bought me a ukulele. I don't play it. I don't have, you know what? I work a lot, and I think that just that makes me, what does it make me? I work a lot. Sometimes I don't have time for something that I consider maybe frivolous in my old age. Is that frivolous? I really don't think so. I didn't consider it frivolous when I was doing it, but what happened there was it turned into a career, and then that turned into a business, and then the business turned into several businesses that spun off that. I love this fabric. This is an RV, and I chose the prompt traditions. I thought that just really set off that RV image right there. I've not traveled in RVs, but I hear that it's a spectacular way to do like family vacations and things like that. All right, so there is Quilted. So we've had Quilted, we've had Starry Nights. This is Birdie. And let's see where she sits in here. So Birdie's about 4.5. I chose the beads because...
Dirty the bathroom a little bit, but you got a new toilet seat on.
Okay, because they did match the fabric. So I thought that they turned out really well. So this is Birdie, and you can see that there's some butterfly image here, as well as like a botanical thing going on. Chris was, okay. And we start with Garden Delights. And again, one of those little teacups. And this one I love because it's got a little cloud on it. Very, very sweet. This pocket says Be Present. Of course, the pockets are like delights in themselves because they have all kinds of mixed papers. And if you, if you didn't catch my short on YouTube, I did show you guys how these pages are removable in these journals. That's why I do a wrap binding, because I think it needs to be, this needs to be evergreen. It needs to be a way to use what you have in the journal, and then you've got storage, and you also have you can take out full inserts if you want to, full pockets if you want, and make little mini journals out of everything in here. As a matter of fact, mini journals are a lot of fun, and this is a great way to start creating, just something small. Sometimes like a big project is overwhelming, and we do need to kind of start small on things. And it's okay to develop a sense of how to strategically work with what you have in here, how things go together, how elements fit together, the bones of putting together a journal. And these are like perfect. things to tear apart. You guys have heard me tell my little story about Leanne. Leanne, my pal up in Maine, bought a journal from me, and it was very funny. She said, oh gosh, I got my journal. I took everything out of it and put my stuff back in it. I was like, yes, this is exactly what you were supposed to do, girl. I was very happy that she really did. You wouldn't expect anything less than her to gravitate to a project like that and use her. She does not make stickers and journals anymore, but big intuitive, y'all. If you've ever considered getting a tarot reading, she is the person that you want to go to. I'll leave her linked in the description box, or I'll leave her linked in our little sneak peek newsletter that is going out. Of course, sneak peek and Patreon go out at the same time, and they stay out for 24 hours, and then what is not sold in 24 hours goes to YouTube and the awesome and generous general public. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you quite soon. Bye, y'all.